Serena Spence is a luxury sales specialist and has an abundance of experience and knowledge in high-end sales. With her new construction sales background, she is the expert on taking a project from start to finish. Serena has experience in interior decorating, staging, and launching luxury Airbnb hotels. With over 4 years in the real estate sales, her passionate drive and charisma can close any deal. Contact her for assistance in finding your dream investment property or luxury home. Her patience and diligence will make your transaction smooth and easy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Serena Spence to the Pathways to Success.
Welcome to Pathway to Success.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, it's a privilege to have you. I'm so proud of you. You have achieved so much at such a young age. I want to start off by telling us about yourself.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me. Welcome, Pathway to Success viewers. My name is Cerina Spence. I am 29 years old now, as of 2 weeks ago. And I am a luxury broker. That's the easiest way to coin myself. I am licensed as of course, real estate agent. I also help my clients to charter their yachts, their jets, and now I've opened luxury boutique hotels and Airbnb hotels.
Wow. Oh my God, that's so amazing. At 29 years of age, what really inspired you to go into this field?
My mom, if I'm being honest, my mother has been a real estate broker for over 15 years. And she was the centerfold of what I thought was possible. She was a stay-at-home mom because she was able to do a lot of her real estate transactions from home. And so I just thought that was normal. I was like, okay, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom too. Like, that's what I'm going to do. And I have little pictures where I have a fake office and I have like my feet up with a fake baby doll. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. And so I figured I needed a career that would afford me to be a stay-at-home mom, but have, massive income producing opportunities. And that's kind of what inspired me, and she taught me so much. So
that's good. I want to shout out to mom. So mom is your mentor, and that is what really moved you forward towards your dream. Now I'm loving this. We're at Welcome to Harbor Hotel. I wanted to tell us a little bit about Harbor Hotel.
Yes. So Harbor Hotel is a boutique, like Airbnb hotel. I have 9 apartments here. We have 2 bedrooms, 1 bedrooms, and studio apartments. And I was able to completely interior decorate and design it myself. I did all the decorating in 2 weeks. So that was like insane. Wow. I had to get everything done in less than 2 weeks. And we're on Flagler. We're right across from a beautiful waterfront park. And we already made Superhost in less than 21 days when we were live. So that was amazing. Now we've been live for a couple months now, and we have great capacity. We've crushed our income goals, so I feel really blessed.
That's good. You're doing a great job. What is the meaning behind the name of your agency, Millennial Mogul
Marketing?
Yes.
Millennial Mogul Marketing. That was my first marketing company that kind of led me into luxury. And I knew I was a millennial. That was something everyone called me because I was so young. They were like, "Oh, I need your millennial mind. You think so? You understand technology?" Like, that was something people would say. And I knew I always wanted to be a mogul. I felt like my destiny was to figure out what being a mogul meant and embody that. And so I started that brand when I was like 22, 23. And I felt like that's who I would become. I had to coin myself as this millennial mogul. And so that's where the marketing agency was born. Yeah.
I like that. I want to share with me some of the challenges you have had to face and what you have to overcome, because you're very young. But I'm sure in every movement what one's make in life, even one as ambitious and trendsetter like you, there must have been challenges.
There's a ton of challenges, and there's so many stages of challenges, if I'm being honest. But I think, like, going back to where my mom influenced me, she was a single mother, and she did her best. And before she hit that status of starting doing real estate and being a broker, we were homeless a lot, and we were living in poverty a lot. And at 8 years old, I remember being homeless, and then again, like my sophomore year of high school. And it was a lot of highs and lows, more so due to circumstance, because she was always working. and she was always a great producer, but there was a lot of her helping others and a lack of financial literacy, I believe, that kind of led to those different traumatic experiences. So for me, my whole career is based off of like me healing that childhood trauma of not having a home, not having a bedroom, not having a closet. And I realized that when children are homeless, they don't have those domestic skills because they don't have a home. So like to be cleanly and to be organized and things like that, I was deprived of in my adolescent years because it was just like living out of a basket because you don't have a dresser. You know, we would share a room that was barely the size of this living room and have 3 people there. So now to have a hotel that I manage or to sell multi-million-dollar homes that I decorate, it's like, wow, like I'm healing that trauma.
Yeah, this is a great success story. I'm so immensely proud of you and how you have achieved and you have propelled yourself, you know. But with all of these visions that you have, where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 4 years?
3 to 4 years. I guess I'll be 33, 34. I hope to be a full stay-at-home mom. Well, but no, honestly, just scaling my companies. I've hired so many people. I've probably hired 3 people in the last 30 days, right? So it's been aggressive, and I look to be able to take care of more families and give them more opportunity through the jobs that I'm creating. Actually, I just came back from Tampa today. So you guys, thanks for being patient. You know, I had to get all the way here from Tampa, and I'm opening another Harbor Hotel in St. Petersburg.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's great.
So that's immediate right now. Like that's what's happening. So there'll be a good 20 units up in St. Pete in Tampa area. And now in Northwood, I'm managing about 40 properties. And so that's been mushrooming. So I really don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 years when every day there's like an avalanche of opportunity that's been coming to me. But overall, I just want to be a luxury developer. I want to be a waterfront developer as well. So I hope God gives me the grace and the resources to figure that out. Yeah.
You're doing it already. You have dreamed big. You have achieved what a lot of persons that is in their 50s, 60s have not achieved at such a young age. And you're winning. What are some of the advice would you give to young millennials who would want to be as successful as you are?
Well, I would say that you have to work on your mindset. You have to, especially because you're a spiritual leader. Truth be told, everything I have is because of my spiritual practices. I meditate, I pray. While you were on your way, I had my gospel songs playing. I like to get in the spirit. My mother, on top of what she's taught me in business, taught me about law of attraction in terms of Neville Goddard, Reverend Ike, some of those radical thought leaders that were spiritual leaders themselves, and Dr. Miles Monroe. And I practice all of those disciplines. And I feel like the only reason I have what I have is because God sees my obedience and he's blessing me. I'm massively obedient. I don't do anything that a 28 or 29-year-old would do. And sometimes it doesn't seem fun to my friends, but I have the results, as you can see. Right. And so I would say massive obedience, even though it's uncomfortable, but you're going to get the results because it's promised to you. If you read Deuteronomy 28, you have to be obedient, and then you get all those blessings. And so that's why I think my life has been a reflection.
Wow. I'm so impressed. Young entrepreneur, has a great vision, great personality, but also has a strong spiritual belief, background in God. And it's rare when you find anyone that is going the ladder of success, that he have a spiritual side. We're going to take a short break on Pathway to Success, and we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Cerina Spence, and welcome to the Harbor Hotel, Palm Beach. We're located in the charming nautical town of Northwood Harbor, located in West Palm Beach, Florida. We have 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, and studio villa suite options located in our hotel, which is right across the street from a dog park and a beautiful water toy launch beach where you can bring your jet skis, your paddle boards, and so much more. Book your reservation at the Harbor Hotel today.
Are you looking to advertise your business? Look no further. Pathways to Success is offering 3 30-second slots each Sunday of the month for $100. Please contact 561-331-1524 for all inquiries.
Hello, my name is Cerina Spence, and welcome to the Harbor Hotel, Palm Beach. We're located in the charming nautical town of Northwood Harbor, located in West Palm Beach, Florida. We have 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, and studio villa suite options located in our hotel, which is right across the street from a dog park and a beautiful water toy launch beach where you can bring your jet skis, your paddle boards, and so much more. Book your reservation at the Harbor Hotel today.
Welcome back to Pathway to Success. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Hunter, with entrepreneur extraordinaire, motivational speaker, Cerina Spence. And we're having a great time. 29 years of age and very successful. She has a great life before her, and we're enjoying this interview. Do you have any plan of bringing Harbor Hotel anywhere else in the world? Because while speaking to you before we went on camera, before we went live, you told me that you're half Jamaican and half Cuban. Is that?
Yes, my father is Jamaican, my mother is Cuban.
Wow. So do you have any plans? The Caribbean, do you have any plans of taking Harbor Hotel to the Caribbean, expanding?
I do actually. Right now I'm working on a project. It will be 68 acres in Turks and Caicos.
Oh, I love Turks and Caicos.
Oh yeah. And so we're working on developing a resort and hotel on that land. And we're doing some cool fundraising opportunities through NFT fractionalization. So people can buy in on NFTs and in crypto and get access to the resort once it's funded.
I like that. On that huge property, will you have any, when we go to Disney, and the kids, sometimes when you carry your kids, you want someone like attendants there that'll be able to take care of the kids, and they can take them to a little theme park right there. Do you have any plans of putting that in place?
Yeah, I mean, we have 68 acres. So outside of
68.
housing, we'll definitely have some water park features. We'll have some food and beverage, some mini golf, some grown-up golf. And then you're right, we should have some sort of childcare services as well. In general, my company works as a concierge. So we try to, like you said, get ahead of some of those pain points that our guests might want and then plan for them. So I think that's a great idea. I'll make sure we have it.
Another thing I hear about, do you rent jets or?
Yeah, so that's my other company, which is called Mogul Moves.
Tell us about that too, because when I heard about jets, I started saying, wow.
Yeah, I'm so blessed. So Mogul Moves Concierge is a division of my hospitality company where, my investors who help me fund these projects, they travel so quickly that I'm always looking for better transportation for them so we can move on and make a decision on a deal.
Right.
So I like to reach out to my friends. I have a friend named Adam. He's a private plane, pilot.
Pilot.
So he's a pilot, and Adam has a fleet of charters. He has a fleet from Gulfstreams to prop planes to mid-sized jets. And I built that relationship with Adam where I refer my investors and my high-end clients to Adam so we can solve some of their logistic issues getting from place to place. And then I have, being at the hotel, we're right on Flagler. We're very close to Safe Harbor, which is a mega yacht marina. And a lot of my clients are actually yacht brokers there. So if you go to my Instagram, you'll probably see me on like I think it was $24 million yacht, and it was a 150-footer yacht. And so those are some of the clients that stay here at the hotel, as well as I add value to their marketing with all the marketing that we do for my first company. And so that helps me become a luxury broker. They actually work hand in hand. I do the marketing for luxury assets and tie my investor clients into using those same assets. So it all works hand in hand. I'm just adding value. That's how I see it. I'm adding value to a problem.
Very creative. Did you go to school? Did you study for any of this?
Not intentionally in this way. Of course, I went to real estate school, but my career started when I moved to New York. And my sister, her name's Ceracia's World on YouTube.
Ceracia.
She wanted to be a singer. She wanted to be famous. I was 18. I was like, I'm moving to New York, and I'm going to make you famous. And I did her behind the scenes. I did her marketing. I did everything that I knew we can do on YouTube and social media. To this day, she has 250,000 subscribers now on her YouTube channel. She got signed to a record label in 8 months of me living with her and just being her little like minion and her little assistant. And I really believe that being of service for me is how I gained so much wisdom. Like today I was just telling someone, I feel like my life is a reflection of the Joseph story. Like, you think that when you're serving others, you're sold into slavery. But in reality, when you have a job and you're serving others, it's an apprenticeship of how to be of service at a high level and how to be of service to the right people. And if you know the Joseph story, he went from being in slavery and even in prison to then serving the Pharaoh at the highest level and having more trust than anybody in the land, and he actually saving Egypt. So I think that's, I'm blessed in that way.
I almost felt like asking on camera, how much will it cost you, me to have you on my team? What will it cost? How much will it cost me? I guess we'll have to speak out.
We'll talk afterwards, but I'll add
Afterwards.
value in any way I can. And I met your amazing production team, and so in any way that I can help, I'm sure we're gonna have a long relationship.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm sorry. What advice can you give to up and coming business owners and entrepreneurs who are watching this tonight?
The advice I can give is you have to meditate, and you have to pray, and you also have to journal. That's the things I know changed my life, and asking it is given. That's kind of where I'm at. But a lot of people are not asking. So if you can be disciplined enough to figure out exactly what you need to ask for, God will give it to you. But I think a lot of the viewers here probably are not disciplined enough to get through the clutter and not just, desire something they see on TV or desire something that they see on someone else, but figure out like what's their heart desire. And once you figure out what your heart desires are, you will know what your destiny is. They will be hand in hand. And so you have to do that work. I have been journaling now for 8 years straight. I have hundreds of journals filled to the brim with I am that I am phrases where I put I am, and then I put anything that I'm not at the time. And at the time when I first started journaling, I was awkward, I was recluse, I didn't want to talk to people, I didn't understand how to communicate well. I was okay, I had potential. But I started asking God and putting I am charismatic, I am charming, I am magnetic, I am attractive, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am all these things. And he will add those things onto you. And because I did the I am that I am work and started to define what I am, that's when everything was bestowed upon me. So I think whoever wants to become something else, you need to put I am, and whatever that thing is you need to become, start writing that down, and then God will give it to you.
Oh, I like that.
That's my advice. Yeah.
And that's a great advice. Success is extremely important in everything that we do in life. And today we see Harbor Hotel, but you're also a motivational speaker. Tell us, a great motivational speaker. Right now, you're motivating all of those who are watching right here live on Pathway to Success to the next level. Because hearing you speak, anyone who is listening and watching the program today, it will motivate them to get out there and say, let's start creating something for ourselves. to become a success story. You do motivational speaking, of course.
I do.
And what would you say to those who have doubts, for those who are doubting themselves? Because you just gave some keys
Yeah.
to step from out of doubt
Right.
into belief. How do you empower people like those who's constantly? Some people have a low self-esteem. They were taught they'll never make it.
Right.
But you gave us a background of where you're coming from, or your mother went through the struggle. But look at you now.
Exactly. Once again, it's a spiritual answer for me. Every time I read the Bible and see the promises that God has for me, it starts to reinstill the confidence of God. All this confidence and all these, whatever magnetism people feel coming from me, is me being obedient enough to allow my vessel to be given to God's grace and let Him work through me. And when you know that every step you take is surrendered to God and you feel like He's empowering every step, that's a different level of confidence than me telling you to buy a cute dress and get your hair done and all those like facade based levels of confidence. If you can decide that I'm letting God, who legally told us He is not allowed to have a vessel, to use your vessel for all that you do, you will start to feel blessed and you will start to feel favored and you'll move through the world a lot differently.
You're so young, 29. I've had so many interviews. I've interviewed people who's in Hollywood, so many entrepreneurs, but I've never met someone at this young age that has such a wealth of success, and one that has such a great spirituality. I'm tremendously just taken away by your personality. Do you have any plans on teaching the next generation of how to become business owners and winners like you?
I do actually. So right now I'm working on an Airbnb course
Uh-huh.
because I think it would be advantageous for people who look like me to break through those illusion of barriers and get into real estate. And sometimes you don't have to have all the money, you don't have to have the best credit, but you're able to add value to the Airbnb and short-term rental space. So I will be launching a course, and I would love to share that with your audience. Maybe give you guys a little discount when it launches.
Oh, yes.
I think that's the best way for me to duplicate all this information and make it digestible for people.
Well, we like that. Well, you have heard it from the number one entrepreneur of the year for me right here. I've done. We've been doing Pathway to Success for, I think we're about a year now, and I've some of them some very powerful entrepreneurs. But you are really, you have knocked it out of the ballpark. Any plans of getting married? Normally we don't ask those questions. I know you mentioned about stay-at-home mom, but I can't really see you doing much of that because you seem like that person who loves to create things, explore, and micromanage things.
I would love to be married. I would love to find my divine counterpart, and I just hope I marry a productive man that can appreciate how productive I am. You know?
Well, I'm in total agreement. You're so productive that I really believe that you see, substance will attract substance.
Mhm.
And so, in closing, this segment of Pathway to Success, we've heard it from a young woman who has defied all odds to create her own wealth today, to create her position at the top in the ladder of as a entrepreneur, motivational speaker. Today you can achieve all things. All you need to do is believe in yourself. That gift is on the inside of you. But you need to take time out to stop and look at the gift that God has given unto you. And if you do that, you'll become the next Serena Spence sitting next to me. Thank you for joining us at Pathway to Success. Have a great week.